All right, y'all, we finna make a glitched out 6'9" build, one of the best 6'9" builds that you guys can create. We're gonna show you guys different variations. So I'm sure one of these builds will be able to work out for you. After we go through the glitch process, then you can really make the adjustments that suit your playstyle. Now, the build that you guys see on screen is not the glitched out version. I wanted to start this video showing you the caps on an average 6'9" build if you didn't go through the glitched out process. So for instance, right now you're gonna see that we got to be a little bit heavier in weights, and when you increase that weight, you're going to lower your speed. So we want a higher amount of speed. We also want that 90 steel, which is really important. You get that Hall of Fame interceptor on a 6'9" glitched out build, so we get the 90 steel on that, which you cannot get through going through like your average process of creating a 6'9" build at the power forward position. The build that we're going to create is going to have elite contact dunks, is going to have a good 3-point shot, but most importantly, the way I personally made my build is going to have 47 defensive badges, and it's also going to have a 99 rebound. Unfortunately, when you go through the 2K process, you're going to be slower. If you just go through the average process of creating a 6'9" build, you're going to be much slower. You're going to have to increase your weight, which will slow you down just to get that 99 rebound, and you're not going to have Hall of Fame interceptor. So it's really important to go through this process. Hopefully you guys could stick it out with me and go through this process with me so you can get the best version of the 6'9" glitched out build. This here is my version of the 6'9" glitched out build. We're going to go through the stats so I can show you what I'm working with here. We're going to click edit on this build, go into yes, so I can show you guys exactly how I created this build, and then we'll go through the glitched out process so you guys can create it as well. 6'9", 235 with a 7'7" wingspan. So we lowered our weight and we increased our speed. On the standard version of a 6'9" build, you're only going to have like a 71, 72 speed. On this version, you'll get up to a 74 and even higher if you lower your weight. Like if you're not chasing that 99 rebound and you lower your weight, you can increase your speed as well. So these are some of the variations that you can go through with the 6'9" build. And as you guys can see, he has the 99 rebound and the 90 steal for Hall of Fame interceptor and Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now let's get into how to actually create this build. Now it's going to be a process, so bear with me. I'll go through this as fast as possible. The first step is going to be choosing your position. So we're going to go with the power forward position, whatever hand in this, and whatever number will just continue on. We want to lower this to a 6'8". We're going to go with 280 pounds, so increase this all the way up to 280. And we're going to increase our wingspan to 7'6" and make the body shape burly. So we'll continue on, and the next step you want to do, this is the usual process. We're going to do this a few times over, and we're just going to max out these attributes. It's just a process that you have to go through. You got to get the build to 99. So hold L2 or R2 to kind of increase the speed on increasing these attributes. So we'll just max these out all the way and go all the way down. It doesn't matter where you put your attributes as long as you get the build to 99. We're going to do this a few times over just so you guys could get the best version of the 6'9" glitch build. We're setting up for like comp 3v3 games, so we want to make sure we have the best version of 6'9s out there. I'm going to be running the 3, and I wanted to show you guys how I made this build. I tested this build out on live stream yesterday. After we max out to 99, as you guys see on the top right, it's at 99. We continue on, and we'll choose any takeovers, as the takeovers don't really matter, and then click finish. This doesn't really matter. What we want to do is go back in and edit our build, wait for it to like populate, and then edit build, click X, and we're going to back out of this and now go into the metric system, back out all the way to the main menu. We're going to go to the features here, and we're going to go into settings, scroll all the way down until you see units of measurement, and we're going to change that back to metric system. We're going to back out of this now, and we're going to go back into the my career, and we're going to go into our build selection. We want to go into the build that we just created, then hit triangle. If you're on PlayStation, hit triangle or the relative button on Xbox. Goal is to edit the build, so we'll click yes again, and we're going to go through this process one more time. You can scroll all the way down. When you make the first adjustment here, it'll give you this pop-up menu, and you just click continue because you want to edit it. And we're going to increase this to 210. You can leave the weight at 127 kg, and we're going to increase this to 2.36. Body shape remains on burly. We'll click continue, and we're going to max out these attributes here. Again, hold L2 or R2 so you can increase the speed. I'm maxing out your attributes. Super quick process. As soon as you get used to it and you understand what you're gaining for doing this process. That's the big thing here. A lot of people think that they could just get online with an average build and go up against glitch builds that are maxed out. You don't want to be that person. So I'm showing you guys how to go through the process so you can get the best versions of a 6.9. Oftentimes you go up against players and you think they're just better than you. No, they just got a better version of your build, which is why 2K allows them to play better than you. After we max out to 99, we'll just continue on. Choose any takeover. It doesn't matter. Any takeover here, we'll click finish, click complete my build. And as soon as it populates, we're going to go into the edit build yet again, just so we can back out to the main menu. We'll back out here, back out all the way, and we'll go into features and we're going to change it back to Imperial system. There's a process that we just got to go through if you want to get the best version of this 6.9 build. We'll go back into my career and then we'll go back into selecting a build. We'll scroll all the way over. We got the two-way post facilitator. We want to hit triangle in order to edit the build. So we'll click yes here and we can scroll all the way down here, click continue. And now in the Imperial system, we want to change this back to 6'8". So we'll click yes there, change that back to 6'8". Gonna stay at 280 pounds with a 7'6" wingspan, body shape on burly, click continue. And again, we're gonna max out these attributes. Again, remember holding L2 increases the speed of maxing out your attributes. So we'll just go through this process of adding these attributes to get our build to 99 so we can continue the process of glitching the 6.9 build out. Again, making the best version of a 6.9 because you guys don't want to go up against glitch versions with your regular version of a 6.9. So I scroll all the way down and I put this on 25 here, add that to get to 99. Again, any takeovers, it doesn't matter. We'll click finish. Yes, complete my build. We're going to back out yet again and go back into the metric system. So I'll click edit build here. And then I'll click circle to back out. We'll go all the way out to the main menu and we'll go into features, settings, go back down to units of measurement. We're going to change this back to metric, go back out. We'll click on my career here. And we're going to go into the empty space so that we can get into our edited build. Again, we're going to click triangle here so that we can edit our build. We're going to go into yes here. We're going to increase this yet again. Scroll all the way down. We're going to increase this yet again to 210. We'll take that up to 210, 127 kg on the weight, and we're going to increase this up to 236. Body shape is going to be on burly. We're going to click continue. Again, we're going to max out these attributes. Hold L2 and R2 to max out the attributes. Make this a quick process. I understand that it's a tedious process, but is it well worth it? It sure is. When I showed you guys in the beginning of the video that this glitched out version is so much better in regards to having a higher steal and getting Hall of Fame interceptor along with Hall of Fame rebound chaser, a higher amount of speed is just so much better, so much more elite. And if you're playing comp 3v3, this is something that you want to look at to play the 3. So we'll click continue on after we maxed out. Same thing, takeovers no matter. You can choose any 2 takeovers because we're not in the last step of prepping this build. The last step is coming up right now, so we'll click continue on. Yes, this is my build, and the last time that we need to do this is right now. So we'll go back in and change it to the Imperial system. As soon as this populates here, we'll go back into edit. We'll back out of this because we only click edit so we can back all the way out. We'll go into the main menu here. We'll go into features, go into settings, and change this back to Imperial units of measurement. We'll back out of here, go back into our build, and now we're set to get what you guys been waiting for. Let's get right, man. We're going in here, go into the empty space, scroll all the way and get your build up. We'll hit triangle here because this is the build that we want. We're going to bring our weight all the way down to something like 218. You want to do the weight first at 6'11" because if you adjust your height first, then it won't allow you to drop your weight. So you want to get your weight down first, maybe put it at 218 so you can see what we're working with. Already at a 73 speed, which is great. We'll drop our height now to 6'9", and that's where you can see the speed just increase, and you already see the 90 steal. So it's already a glitch version of the build, so you guys understand why we went through this process. Now there's different versions of this build that you can make. I personally went with the 99 rebound because I understand how important Hall of Fame rebound chaser is out there, and I love my 7.2 build. I got a video of my 7.2 build. I might consider leaving a link for the 7.2 build because by far the 7.2 glitch glitch build is my favorite build on NBA 2K, but it's an inside big. And in comp 3v3, we need a shooting big. So at 6'9", you could increase or decrease your weight to suit your preference because there's different versions of this build. I'll show you exactly what I did. I went with 235 because at 235, you get the 99 rebound, so it gives you Hall of Fame rebound chaser. He got a 7'7" wingspan, and this is your choice because you could lower your wingspan, although you may affect your 90 steals. So it's really what you see as priority. Do you want Hall of Fame interceptor or do you want to shoot out there? So this is my personal build that I created here. I think this is suitable for me. The way in which I laid out the attributes we can get into, and you could, at this point, after you did the glitch process, you're free to go through these particular settings in height, weight, and wingspan and adjust them to suit your play style. It's something to consider. If you lower your wingspan, you might increase your ball handle, maintaining your speed as well as 74 speed. But if you decrease your wingspan, you're also going to get rid of Hall of Fame interceptor. And although Hall of Fame interceptor is not as goated as it used to be, if you're making a 3 position and you're going to, in comp 3v3, you're going to be playing with a lockdown defender, it really depends on how you want to approach this power forward position for 3v3 comp. So this is how I adjusted my build. We'll continue on and I'll show you what I did with my build. We'll continue on and we could freestyle this because I'm pretty sure, I think I went with an 84, and I'm going to put this up here so that you guys can see what we're working with. I think I went with an 84 here so that I can get the fast switch on Hall of Fame. You see that? It just clicks over to fast switch on Hall of Fame, which is really important. I went with a decent layup. I'm just going to increase this just a little bit. I think I went for fearless finisher on bronze, and then we're going to increase our driving dunk definitely to a 92. I want that 92 driving dunk. I think this is what I did. We might have to backtrack just to adjust some of these, but we know we want the mid-range at an 80 to get Hall of Fame sniper, so we can decrease that down to an 80. We got the 3-point shot. We're going to max that out to 77 if I'm not mistaken. Free throw in 3v3, you don't necessarily need it, so I didn't waste attributes on it. And playmaking is where things get complicated because there's a lot of you guys, and I know this for sure. I'm gonna slide my camera over because I don't want to get in the way of these attributes. There's a lot of you guys that want ball handling. Now I'm making this build after my 7-2 build, and on my 7-2 build I only increased the pass accuracy to 85. I felt that was really important, and it's noticeable on the court when you have that gold bullet passer. Some folks say, well, you could deal with silver bullet passer, and I don't know about that in comp 3v3. You may be able to do that in the park going with silver bullet passer, but in comp games, I don't necessarily know if that's going to be ideal. I think it's an option that you may want to consider, but remember, you're dropping some bread on these builds, so you really don't want to make crucial mistakes that could be damning to your build. So I personally went with an 85 pass accuracy so I can get the gold bullet passer. But what's different between me and a lot of other players is that I create my builds to accommodate the players that I'm surrounded by. So I know I'm making this build to accommodate our point guard and our lock position. We got a suitable point guard that's going to be handling the ball 99% of the time, if that. So when I get my hands on the ball, I'm just pretty much going to dish it off to our point guard so he can handle the ball. I'm primarily made to shoot out of the corner, or if we need screens, I can run the pick and roll. So I'm not going to add any ball handle or speed with ball. And there's an option that you guys may want to consider if you do want to add ball handle and speed with ball. I understand that a lot of players don't have the opportunity to run with really good point guards. So you may need to handle the rock every now and then. You're going to need that ball handle and speed with ball. But that's what I went with. We're going to start out by maxing out, and then we'll adjust from there because I know I need to add my matter of fact, let's go into speed and acceleration because that's an absolute definite, and then we can make the adjustments from there. I think I lowered like my driving layup to make the adjustment. I want to show you guys the build that I made here. I know we didn't max this out. The vertical was kind of suspect, so I think I left this at a 95. We're going to go with perimeter defense. I like the idea of having perimeter defense because what perimeter defense allows your player is mobility while holding L2, moving laterally. If you increase your perimeter defense, that'll determine how fast you move while you're holding L2. So that's really important, especially when you're guarding the paint. You're trying to get from one side to the other. Perimeter defense is going to prove beneficial. We're going with the 90 steal because we want the Hall of Fame interceptor. The block, I think I left it at like a 90, but we're going to double check that and see what we come up with. We're at 86 right now, which is pretty good. And I think I'm pretty good to just kind of go all the way up here. We're at 97. So this is exactly what we did here. We have perfect room. We're going to increase that block attribute, get that to a 95. And already you can see the build is goated, 38 badges off rip. But with my additional badges, I end up with 47 defensive badges on a 6'9 build. I took him out live stream to play yesterday, and he was moving so fast. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I was really happy with my shooting, because he was shooting really well with a 77.3, shooting better than my expectation. Ideally, I would like to meet that threshold of an 83-point shot, where you kind of increase your ability to hit shots when you pass that 80 threshold for a 3-point shot. But the 77 was hitting, so I was really happy with that. You got everything you need here. I could increase, there's options here. I could increase my driving layup to hopefully get like silver fearless finisher. That's an option. We want to make sure our driving dunk is at 92, because we want those elite contact dunks. If you go into playmaking, you're not going to get much out of the additional attributes that you have left over from 98 to 99. And you could just put the additional badge points wherever you need, because you got everything you need out of this build. So currently 19 finishing badges, and you guys may be able to get an additional badge if you put your additional attributes somewhere else. So work it to your play style. I just wanted to get you guys the glitched out version of the build. It's been super fun to run with it. I was running with it yesterday. I love what I saw out of the build. It's gonna meet like a top-notch potential. Again, 38 to start with on the defensive end, but oh man, when I laid those additional badges, I dumped them all into defense. It came out to 47 defensive badges. He is going to be an absolute problem with all of those defensive attributes. 6'9 max wingspan, steal at a 90, Hall of Fame interceptor, and Hall of Fame rebound chaser. This is a build that you guys may want to consider. If you guys make this build, please let me know in the comment section below how it worked out for you. We're going to continue on before we end this video and choose our takeovers. And one thing that I noticed is that my spotter position worked really well. But what I like, and you can see, he has like lock, he has rim protector and glass cleaning takeovers. Super goated. I go with paint intimidation. I've noticed a huge increase when I have paint intimidation as my first takeover. As that takeover increases without even activating the takeover, you notice that your player is way more aggressive in regards to interior defense. So I'm going to go with paint intimidation for my first one. And for my second one, I'm going to choose spotter precision. Another thing that I noticed while trying to get badges in the rooftop is as this takeover increases, my shooting increases as well. So something to consider. I went with spotter precision because that's going to help my shooting, especially being that I have a lower amount, like lower attributes on my 3 ball. So something that you guys can consider, unless you really want to get aggressive on the defensive end. You can go add either another paint intimidation takeover, or go with I think it was what, glass clearing, was it? Hold on, let's double check it. Box out wall was the one that I normally use on my 7-2. So that's one way to go about it. Again, this was just a matter of getting you guys the glitched out version of the build so that you can get the best version of a 6'9 glitched out build. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful, interesting, or even informative. Consider dropping that like, subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget to catch us live. We'll bring out this build again, a versatile paint beast, Tim Duncan, Draymond Green, and Jaren Jackson, man. Just a goated build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it helped you out. Come out to the live stream and catch the build in action. Catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.